Greetings, greetings, greetings. In case you haven't heard, I am your Queen Love Bug number one. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to my village, where everyone is taken care of and no one is left behind. And as you know, I always like to come in and shout out some channels. I stopped shouting them out every day because it was just a little bit too much, and I think it was too predictable. So what I'm doing now is just doing pop-ups and shout-outs. So today is shout-out day. And let's get down to the meat and potato of things. There's no copyrights to this music. But do you know where you're going to? And do you like the things that life is showing you? I'm going to say it again. Do you know where you're going to? And do you like the things life is showing you? Pay attention. I'd like to shout out our Lord, good old sweet Jesus, the one that makes this channel possible. And no matter what I go through in this channel, I can always go to the Lord and be safe and give it all. Thank you, Jesus, for coming into this day. I want to shout out Sweetie Pie Rock, RCJ, Next Out, Iffy Success, CCTV, Shelly Show, Hannah at the Mohawk, Miss Honey, Nakia B, CCG, Cook with Nina, Van's Block, Show Alicia for Jesus, Singing for the Creator, Shanice Please, Derek C, Kitty's Family Reality TV, Lisa Academy, Sizzle Diaries, Marzel's Kitchen Vlogs, Kev Gaming XP, Reppin' Time Fitness, Daddy Days, 1SP, Flush, P123, Me and Team, Alex Doe, Nino Vlog, Nino V Vlog, Sales Lady Boss Up, with her Love Squad, Eating Channel Lore, Talisha Creations, Sierra Outpours, Cubs Den, Blue Jeans Network, Malachi God is Great, Authentic Chef, Michael Carter, Mary Jane TV Creation, G Kicks, Viciously Shay, Tyrone Morgan, I Shadow Shopper, Armed American Patriots, William Newell, Crystal Wall, Sherry Garcia, Carrie Knopf, Gaius and Mom, Mommy Lab, Jeff Blog TV, Frank GTV 23, Kicking It with Lynn, Queen Lovely C, James Money 615, Shay Washington, Adusa Wabello, Bianca Beleza, Guest TV, Flawless Braids, Queen Bella Joy, Sandra Gauss, In the Kitchen with Lynn, Eden Channel Law, Nash Beauty, or Nashe's Beauty, however they pronounce it, and Food, Jen Lauriciano, Jenny Juice Real, Aiden Harris Sinex, Newton's World DMK, Amal Moroccan Cuisine, Miss Terrell 2.0, 2.0, Helena Kehana, Rakha Panta Official One, Taught Fair, The Crumbs, Niall's Closets, JC's Haven, Shakur Indar Ramadahani, Marion Patty, Moonstar Kitchen and Vlogs, Technical, let me get this right, Technical Shahat, I'm saying this wrong, Technical Shah Zayed, Brooklyn, no, Technical Syed Zayed, Brooklyn Chick, CSP PBS, Putra Kaka, Tantanzo News, Wild Style Vlogs, Love Anna, Candace Jackson, The Chosen One and the Awoken One, Entertainment Key Danica, Lovely Love, Tapsui Channel, New York City, Aruma Hamuma Recipes, Fabio, Bangla World YTC, MN Entertainment, Simply Sasha K, Is Amy Zing Life, Tino Petro, K Money Spoken Word. It's not about me, it's about Jesus. And I love that name because I say that all the time. It's not about me, it's about Jesus. Glory, hallelujah. Hello, sweetie Pavas. Shout out to All Is Correct. Thank you for coming in. I decided to take our opportunity to come in and celebrate those that celebrate the village. How do you get your name on the village shout out roll call? Well, here's the thing. All you have to do is attend the live stream or come by and say hello and leave a comment, press the like, and make sure you leave a comment so that I can see your name and I will call you out. Another thing you can do is just simply share us out. There are easy ways to get your name on the roll call at the village. And when your channel is called out in this village, word out on the curb is you have arrived. So how about you get your channel on the right track? And if you want to come in and get some cool channels, feel free to go into my live streaming comments and see who you don't have. Hey, we have to be crafty when we're on here networking. And one thing about networking and supporting, everybody wants to grow. So find any way you can to grow. I am your Queen Love Bug #1. Welcome to my village, where everyone is taken care of and no one is left behind. And to all of the channels out there that support this village, thank you for supporting the village. And for all of you that support my quiet stream, thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't thank you all enough for the blessings you have become in this village. We all are headed in the same, keep knowing. So you have to keep knowing new people. Do not restrict yourselves. How do you get yourself to the next level? Okay, get comfortable. You could get to the next level several different ways. So be crafty. Don't put yourself in a box and choose one way to get yourself to the next level. Step outside of your comfort zone. Go into channels that may not be from the place you are, but they may be international. Because sometimes you're going to get the most support from your international. So be sure to step outside of the box. And I'll tell you something else. When you're going into live streams, even if they're not networking live streams, and you see people in that live stream, you can go in there and say, okay, let me write their name down and leave them a comment and join. And let them know that you have joined or you have became a part of their family. Let's say it that way. There's always a way to make a way out of nowhere. No way. And one thing about me, I'm always going to be crafty and I'm always thinking of ways to do something different and help someone. How do you help other people? Because it's not just about us growing. It's about us being supportive to other channels. You can also put them on a playlist. You can also share them out. You can also go in and say hello during their live stream. And you don't always have to stay an entire live stream. Introduce yourself, stay 5 or 10 minutes, and keep your train moving. You don't have to sit in there if it's not what you're looking for. Every live stream is not going to be your taste of crowd or place, including the village. But hey, sometimes you have to know how to handle yourself in these streets, right? So you go in and you say hello and you sit for a little while. And if it's not what you're looking for, you move right on along, right? But if it's a place that you like, then you can put a check next to that name and go more frequent so that you can meet new friends. Because it's not just about networking, it's about receiving support. Because for those of you who are trying to hit your 1K, you actually want to be able to have support when you get there. Because hitting your 1K is just one part of it. But if you hit your 1K and you haven't acquired any friends along the way, it's just a 1K. And also, remember, you're going to need 4,000 watch hours if you're trying to get monetized. So as you're networking, remember to live stream, remember to upload, remember to meet friends, because along the way, you're going to need people to help you get those 4,000 hours. And 4,000 watch hours are very difficult to achieve by yourself, especially if you don't have a whole lot of family and friends that will playlist you and share you out. Now, to family and friends that support a channel holder, there are things that you can do to help them get to that next level. Join their live stream sometime. Put their playlist on your YouTube TV at night and just let it play. Put it on your internet at night and just let it play. These are ways that you can support your loved ones in reaching their 4,000 hours. Watch out. There's always a way to be crafty. And if you have friends, share each other playlists. As I rest, I would like to believe you're playing my playlist because I may be playing some of your playlists, and so on and so forth. If you see someone with a quiet stream, just go inside and leave an encouraging word, letting them know you can. All of these things are beneficial when you're growing your channel. And as you grow your channel and you go into different channels, remember to support. Remember, because I promise you, you're going to need support along the way. And I'm telling you these things because when I came to YouTube, I really didn't know exactly what I was doing. And all I knew is that I wanted to be a host. I wanted my own channel because I was just stuck in a box being a wrench holder. And even though I got so many wrenches, I knew that that wasn't the destiny for me. And it may not be for many of you. Some of you have such a big personality that being in someone else's channel may not be in your best interest. If you feeling like you have to take a spirit in someone else's channel, 9 times out of 10, you may need to have your own channel, just so that you are able to be creative and find your way. And finding your way is kind of easy when you understand the tools. And everything we do, we must have preparation. Greetings, Billy Rank at AOL.com. Welcome to the channel. Eden Channel Law, welcome, welcome, welcome to the village. And I'm sharing this with you. And those of you in the comments, if you have any ideas of how people can actually grow on YouTube, let them know. Put up some ideas and I'll call them out as I'm talking so that people can get to the next level. Because a lot of new channel holders really do not know what to do and how to go about doing what they do to get to the next level. I have so many people come to me and they say, "Please support me, please, please." I am supporting you right now by calling out your channels. I'm supporting you right now by giving you wisdom nuggets. Sometimes I'm not able to individually support every single person. It's just not possible. I cannot do it. However, if I can come in here and support a group of people at the same time and give you all the opportunity to meet one another and hear a name and say, "Oh, I don't have them. Let me look into that." That's what this is all about. This is not just about shouting a channel. Anybody can shout your channel. But if you have a channel that, "Hey, wait a minute, I don't have that channel. Let me write it down. Let me go and get this person." You have to be crafty and creative, because everybody is here for the same purpose, to grow. But everyone is not going to help you grow. And everyone is not going to hold your hand or spoon feed you. So you have to be able to figure it out. I have so many people come to my live stream, and then after it's over, they'll say, "Queen, how do I do this? How do I do that?" And I'll tell them there are so many channels out here that are explaining to you how to go about doing this, how to go about doing that. And when we're explaining who those channels are on the live stream, apparently you're not paying attention. So you must pay attention also. Pay attention to what the host is talking about, especially if they're conducting business. Because where I come from, when someone is conducting business, I'm like this. I'm like a sponge, just soaking it all in so I know how to handle myself. Because anything that you get involved in, you must learn what is going on, what's the rules, what's the regulations, what can I do, what can I not do, how can I contribute, and how can I separate myself from the crowd. Because you want to separate yourself from the crowd. And you may not get all the most popularity right away because you're different, you're unique, and they may not get you. But if you have faith, just keep going. Just keep going. Don't you dare stop. And eventually, people will say, "Hey, let me check this person out. Let me see what they're about." They're very consistent, if nothing else. And being consistent is a whole other level of growth. You're creating constantly. I always say you have to keep moving. You have to keep doing your own growth. Because if you're not growing yourself and you're not planting a seed and watering it, how do you expect to get harvest and something to grow? It's not going to happen. And yes, we come in here sometimes and we laugh and we joke and we have a good time because you have to have balance. But at the same token, sometimes I like to come in here and just talk and give people the opportunity to understand you're not alone if you're feeling this, if your channel may not have grown. And then there may be channels that were big channels and you may notice your numbers come down. If you notice your numbers come down, do not take it personally, especially if you're a networking channel, because there are constantly new channels being birthed out. And sometimes a person may hit a plateau on your channel and there's just no one else to receive. They have everyone. So now if they're still trying to grow, they're trying to go where they can get new friends and new supporters. And that's the name of the game, and that's called conducting business. So don't take it personal. I am not a grow channel. So sometimes a person may say, "I like the queen, but I can't sit in that village. I'm trying to get my numbers up." So I'll go by and say hello. I got to keep moving with it and let me grow a network. And guess what? They're making the right decision themselves. Don't get upset if people are trying to get to the next level and they just don't have the time to sit in your channel. And even if you're a grow channel, sometimes another grow channel may feed someone's spirit, or they may get more friends, or people may be friendlier to them. So that's another thing. If you have a channel and you're trying to grow and get people to your channel, and you actually have moderators, let your moderators know to be friendly to the people that's coming in. Make sure that when you see people coming into the channel and you're trying to help the host, that you're friendly. Welcome them in. Make them feel warm. Make them feel fuzzy and make them want to come back again. Because your moderators play a big role in your channel's growth. If your moderators don't speak to the people and make them feel like they belong, they'll leave and go somewhere where they feel comfortable. And we all like to be comfortable. So these are just some tools that you can use. And also as the host, every now and again, remember to let your moderators know that you appreciate them because they're helping you out and they're assisting in your channel. And not that they need you to blow smoke up their channel, but every now and again, everyone likes to feel that they are appreciated and they are loved and cared about. And the things they're doing to help your channel is not just unappreciated. So be grateful and thankful if you have great moderators. And remember to let your moderators know how much you appreciate what they're doing to help you grow. And to all of my love fellowships, that is my Blue Riches. I appreciate you all and thank each and every one of you for what you do to take away from your time to help me in the village. I really, 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 really appreciate each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. And I know sometimes I come in here and I'm so busy that I don't get the opportunity to talk to some of my supporters. So, supporters, I appreciate each and every one of you for every single thing that you do to help and assist in the growth of this village. This village has been such an amazing time lately. I have really just got to a place in here where I'm really, really happy and I'm enjoying my channel. And I took some time to figure it out because I wasn't always sure, but I'm sure exactly what I want this channel to be now. And I'll tell you the truth. When you figure it out, you will understand exactly what you need to do on your channel. So many people say, I really don't know what to do on my channel. And I know I'm talking to someone right now because I hear that so much. That's one of the main things I hear, especially with new channel holders. I really don't know what to do on my channel. If you don't know what to do on your channel, just take your time and just make friends and get to know people. And in time, you will see exactly what's needed just by being around and seeing what's missing. What is missing? What can I be? What can I bring to the networks that will make me different? That's needed also. That people can actually say, oh wow, that's a nice network. When I came to YouTube, I was going to a whole lot of different channels, trying to find that one channel that I could actually go to and relax and have a nice time. I didn't just want to network because I was not networking when I first came. I ran into Mary Jane TV Creation, which is an amazing channel, and she has grown tremendously since I first stumbled in there. So it's just going to show how big you can get if you keep going and you take your time to get where you go. And I knew she was a great channel host. And I went inside and I had an amazing time and I joined her channel. And that was the main channel that I actually was fellowship with. And being in her channel, I was sitting in there and I was learning. If you're sitting in a channel and you want to be a creator, learn while you're in there. Watch the way this channel holder move, the things she do, how she get to the next level, and learn something in every single channel that you go in. If you sit in there long enough, there should be something you learn that will be a tool for you to use as you travel on. I promise you, I have received so much in my channel from other channels. From other channels. I look and I say, hey, wait a minute. They doing this over there. That's creative. Well, you know what? That's nice how they do that. And I'm not ashamed to say that, yes, if I see something in a channel that I think is good, it's coming into this village. Cook with Muna. Hi, sis. Welcome to the village. Welcome. And I have no problem with that. Hey, we all got to learn somewhere, right? We all have to adopt something somewhere. And if something is working, I'm not saying you have to go be a carbon copy of someone else's channel. That's not what I'm saying, because that's never a good thing. Never go be a carbon copy of someone's channel. But if you see some tools in someone's channel that can help you in your channel, then you say, okay, I see how that can be productive for me. For example, you go into a cooking channel and you have a cooking channel and you cutting and chopping and doing all this stuff while you're talking to the people. Sometimes that can make your stream too long and people will start leaving. But I've noticed that there's channels that they already have all of their stuff prepped. It's already chopped, it's already in dishes, all of their ingredients. And they will take it and cook their food, and now you're engaged because they're not, hold on, let me get this and let me cut up this and let me do this. It's just too much going on. But when you're organizing, you're saying, and this is this, and let me throw this in, and this is that, let me throw that in, I'm mixing it up. People are staying with you because you're cooking, you're doing something. So I looked and I said, okay, I see how that can be beneficial to someone that's wanting to cook. Just by observing what they're doing should teach you what to do. And I'm not talking about anyone in particular. I'm just using that for an example. Let's be clear. Anything that you do, you can learn from someone. If you're doing hair, same thing. You may look on a channel and you may say, okay, they're doing these kind of styles. That's cute. I'm going to put a couple of those into mine. And no, it don't mean you got to go be a carbon copy. But if it's something cute and you're doing hair and you can do it, why wouldn't you say, I'm going to do a style like that on my channel? Duh! Especially if you're seeing thousands and thousands of views. Ting, ting, ting. I can do that too. Let me put that up. And you don't have to do it as soon as they do it. Give it a couple of weeks. And then say, hey, I can do that. Let me put it up. Who knows? Or share that hairstyle out on your channel. Help that person. Support that channel. Say, hey, check this style out. This person over here is doing this. So you can assist them also. Hey, Muna, I am doing fantastic. How are you today, Muna? And what you cooking up over there? And see, Muna is a cooking channel. And she cooks different recipes. And that's another thing. If you're in the United States of America, don't be afraid to go in some of the other international places and watch their cooking. You can learn something. And guess what, guys? I have prepared some of the meals in my own home. And many of them are delicious. So you can learn how to cook stuff. You don't know how to cook Jamaican food. Some of these Jamaican food networks will show you step by step and it comes out beautiful. You don't know how to cook Chinese food? Go on there and watch. Indian, um, Philippine, African, wherever. And if you international and you don't know how to cook American food, soul food networks, they are everywhere. So we can learn from one another, guys, and we can support one another. We have to grow. And the only way we're going to grow is by helping each other. And if you don't have someone you see in the stream right now, get over to their channel and say hello. Introduce yourself. There's nothing wrong with saying hello to somebody you don't know. Hello, Queen Bella Joy. Welcome to the village. Good evening to you. We all have to help. And there's easy ways to help one another. If you want your channel to grow, you have to be willing to help other people too. It's very easy. Just by saying hello and introducing yourself. And what kind of person are you? And yes, remember to press the thumbs up. Thank you, Bella, Queen Bella Joy. We have to be able to assist each other. And thank you. When you go into a live stream or someone's upload, press the like. We say that over and over and over. Why are people not pressing the like? The only thing I can come up with is you're a hater. You're a hater. If you're going into somebody's uploads and live streams and you distinctly is not pressing the like, you are a hater. And there is something wrong with you, and you need to get some soul searching and ask God to help you because you got a problem. Why go if you're not going to support? If you look anything, I support you. I press the heart, I press the like, I press everything. Because I want you to get accountability for every single thing you can get. And if you a hater, 9 times out of 10, don't nobody really need you around. And I'm not saying this to be funny, but it's the truth. No one needs hating going on. They really don't. Don't forget to hit the like button. And it's so simple. And you know how you know when somebody is a hater? Because you can look at channels that they support and they're in there hitting the like, right? And announcing that they're hitting the like. But then they'll come in your channel and they don't hit the like. But I'm going to tell you something, people, and don't y'all forget this. When they're not hitting the like, you keep going. Because when someone don't support you, they're intimidated. They see something about you and they know you are an it factor. I promise you that. And that's why they're not supporting you. It's nothing you're doing wrong. If you didn't do nothing to nobody and you mind your business and you sit in your channel and be nothing but kind to people and they don't support you, they are intimidated by you. So don't let that get you down because I don't really worry about it no more because I'm spiritual and I know that my Father is the King of all kings. And anything that my heart desires, He's going to make it happen for me. So that's why you don't see me. I've been done left that energy. But you will get hated on if you sit in here long enough. And don't let people notice that people like you, but then they really don't like you. And it's sad, but it's the truth. And honey, you know, I keep it real. This young lady, what's her name? Eyeshadow Shopper. Another sweet young lady. She left me a comment yesterday, I believe it was. And she said, you know what, Queen, you speak the truth. And everybody can't handle the truth. Everybody can't handle when you keep it 100. Some people can't handle it. And sometimes you're not talking about them, but sometimes God will have you ministering and you'll be talking and you don't even realize you're talking to somebody. And they'll get offended and you're not even talking to them, but that word done fell on them because they know they're hating. And they hurry up and run. The devil flee, right? From Mona, Cook with Mona. Thank you so much, dear sis, for always supporting me. I'm grateful to you. And you're very welcome. And I thank you because you're one of my fun supporters also. And any of you that genuinely support me with a genuine heart, I will crack myself in half to support you. There's times I promise y'all, I wake up out of my sleep just to be able to take names down to shout out, just to leave a comment, just to watch a video, whatever I need to do to support the people that support me. I cannot support every single person all of the time. If your name is at the bottom of the shout out list, I make it my business sometimes to bring it up to the top so that you're not always last in line to be called. I'm very diligent in trying to make everyone feel welcome and appreciated for any and everything that you all do because you don't have to do what you do either. Shelly! CCTV, Shelly's Channel TV, another sweetheart. Hi, my friend. I'm just dropping by to say hi. God bless you and everyone here. Hi, Shelly. How you doing? Shelly's a crazy one, but I love Shelly. Y'all got to check out some of these channels. But see, that's the thing too, guys. If you're growing your channels, check out the people that you're networking with. I even checked out your channel too, Queen Bella Joy. I come to the channels and I like to watch our videos. And yes, I actually watch them. I laugh at some of y'all and I look at some of y'all creativity and different things. Whoever cook, who do hair, makeup. I actually watch this stuff. Who got children? I love Daddy Days and what's his name? Reppin' Time Fitness. They fathers that deal with their children. I love all of that. Derek C, he has a nice channel. I'd like to just go on channels and just look. Just look. And when I'm supporting you, yes, I'm watching your videos. Yes, I actually watch them. I actually watch them. I'm okay, my friend. I'm kind of tired. I'm going to sleep. Yes, and that's another thing. It's probably 1 o'clock, almost 1 o'clock in the morning over there in the Philippines. But now when I see them and they come inside, they get up and they just come say hi, just to say hello. Thank you, Shelly. Get you some rest. I'll see you another time. I love you also, my friend. Love you back. Get some rest. Be sweet. And see, this is what I love. When people just come in just to say, hey, Queen, hi, can't stay, but bye. It means a lot. It means a lot. So it's not always just about how many numbers do I have. It's about how many genuine people have I met along the way. How many people do we genuinely support each other along the way? And it's something that I learned from my niece, Cubs Den, and my nephew, Blue Jeans Network. Figure it out. Figure it out. We all have different personalities. And sometimes your personality can be too strong for some people. I know I have a very strong, dominant persona. You know, I'm no nonsense. And everybody is not going to be able to take to my spirit because they used to people they can kick around and knock around, and you're not getting ready to kick, knock, or pop on me. And once they figure that out, they go that way because they know, oh no, she ain't having it. She would chew you up and spit you out. Is she really a woman of God? Yes, I am, but I don't play no games. I don't play no games. So if you like to bully people and all of that, this is not the place for you. You're not gonna make it here. But if you got a kind heart and you're a sweet person, you're gonna make it here. Because I am a sweet person too. But I got some fellas that get ruffled and you'll see that other side come up out of me. And they be like, oh no, I don't like her. You don't like me because you're not gonna bully me. And that's where I fall to that other side with a lot of people. Because I'm not gonna let you mistreat me. And when I see you full of crap rock, I don't have time for the nonsense. I'm gonna always visit you. That's forever. And likewise, and that's the thing, you don't have to be bullied to get where you're trying to go. You don't have to be mistreated to get where you're trying to go. Establish respect wherever you go. Don't you ever forget those words. Establish respect. And if you want to receive love, give love. Don't nobody come to nobody trying to be mistreated. But if you mistreat them, it's a problem. If you don't want to be mistreated, why would you mistreat somebody else? Make it make sense. But there are several ways that you can get to that next level. And if you're a little shy and you really don't know how to go about meeting friends, because there are some people who are shy. I was shy when I was a kid, believe it or not. I was a really shy kid. And all of a sudden, I got to be about 8 years old, and my personality started to kick in, and I started to talk to people and, get out and mix and mingle. But I was a really shy, small kid. I didn't talk to people unless it was family. And who would think that that shy little girl would grow up to have such a big personality? I tell you, my family would say, "Oh, she's just shy." Like, "Oh, so shy." They said, "Hi, hi." I was really shy and I didn't like to talk. And I would never speak in like a class play or something because I was afraid to stand up in front of people. And I went from being that little girl to a platform, a person who will get on any platform and control that platform, the host of all hosts. So you see how God will give you what you need? You see how he will use you and show you that you can do it? I was afraid to talk. And now you can't shut me up. But if you're shy and you're going into channels, let the host know. Go to their comments after the live stream and let them know you're shy. That way, when they see you around, they can say, okay, there goes such and such. She's shy. Let me shout her out a little bit and help her make friends because she may not have the personality. And I tell you guys all the time, in the village, there are so many strong personalities in this village that sometimes the shyer people make it overlooked just because they don't say much. We may forget you're here. We're sorry. It's not personal. We love you too. But you just make it overlooked because there's so many people typing stuff in and saying stuff. You gotta jump in there with them and say what you have to say. Or every now and again say, I'm still here or something, because if you don't, all the ones that's in that room is gonna just smother you and you might get lost in the shuffle. So if you're shy, even if you put up a praying hand or a heart or something, put up something letting us know you still here so we can remember to call your name from time to time. Because sometimes the shyer ones get overlooked. You're sitting here and you haven't said nothing, we thought you left. Because you know how when sometimes people don't say they leaving, they just sit for a little while and they see you talking and everybody's interacting, they'll just ease on out. And that's their way of being pleasant and courteous. They'll just ease on out and let y'all keep going. So if I don't see your name come up in the stream, I just think, okay, they left, they went on. And then sometimes when we say good night, they'll say good night, and I say, well, they're still here. Or they may be leaving, and then they'll say, okay, y'all, I'll see y'all later. And I'm going, wow, they were sitting here all this time. But some people do just like to listen. Because I do that sometimes. I'll just sit there and see what they're talking about, and I may put something up here, put something up there. So remember, there's always ways to continue. And even if you have family and you're shy and they have a big personality, let that person come in and assist you. I hear so many people say to me also, I'm intimidated by live streaming. I don't like the live stream, but they know they have to get to their watch hours. Don't be intimidated. If you have to sit on that live stream by yourself and actually talk, and not one person comes in to talk to you, it's okay. Because guess what? Them hours are still counting. I'd love to have people come into my live stream and be supportive, but there have been times, I promise you, that I have sat on this live stream all by myself, just talking my head off. Because guess what? The Holy Spirit is giving me everything I need to get to that time frame that I want to get those watch hours. And I appreciate everybody that comes in and support. But when they're not supporting, the Holy Spirit is right here with me, giving me everything I need to continue. I tap into that spirit realm and I keep going. So you tap into that spirit realm. Your Father got you, and you keep on talking. You keep on going, because that's what's going to separate you. Because there are going to be times when you're going to be in that screen by yourself, and baby, you got to figure it out. And don't sit there and keep looking up to see how many people came in, how many people went out. Do not do that, because that would throw you off if you keep saying a zero. Just talk. Just talk about what you're talking about and have you a good time doing it. And I promise you, it will come together. And before long, you could sit in this stream and talk 5 hours by yourself and don't have to worry about nobody, because you have acquired what it takes to keep going forward. Keep moving. Whatever you do not stop. And if you have to do some private live streams first, just to see how you do, record them and watch them and see what you did wrong or what you could do different or whatever the case may be, you do it. And if you run out of things to say, it's okay to stop for a minute. No one is twisting your arm to say you have to talk. If you get lost and there's no one talking to you, stop, sit there for a minute, think about something, and go right back into talking. And it don't even have to be on the same topic. If you're just trying to get time and no one is in your live stream, you can start talking about how you broke a toenail. Oh, shoot. How many people broke their toenail today? I broke my toenail. Man, I just got my feet done. There goes another topic. You see how you have to be flexible and twist it around and turn it around? It don't have to be the same thing. And some people may say, dang, she all over the place. But guess what? You got to watch hours. I really don't care. You have to be crafty and you have to enjoy yourself. Don't be intimidated, because there's going to be times when you may get intimidated. So don't let it intimidate you. And don't always be dependent on someone to be your wingman or your wing woman. It's good to have moderators, but guess what? Sometimes you're going to have to get out there even without a moderator and hold your own. And you got to do it. When I go to platforms, I don't always have someone there that know me. Sometimes I have to travel to different places, and I'm the only one that knows me there. And when I get up on that platform, I have to say, hey, tap into that spirit realm. Tap in. Let God push you out there. Let his words come out of your mouth. And it's no different. It's no different. Wherever you go, you tap into that spirit realm and carry your stream. And if you start talking and you did about 15 to 20 minutes and you feel like you're dead blocking and you don't have nothing else to talk about, then that's when you tap into the other side and say, well, okay, it's time to end. Save yourself, right? So you start to save yourself. You don't have to stream an hour if that's not working for you. If that's not working for you, then you say, okay, I streamed 20 minutes and I'm struggling for this stream. Okay, thank you all for coming. Thank you for watching. And you end your stream. You don't have to panic and make it obvious that something is wrong or you're feeling a little bit struggle. Take your time, breathe through, and end your live stream. End it. Because I'm going to tell you something. It's easier to end the live stream and no one noticed that you were struggling for the live stream than to sit there and do this. Because I've seen people do this. Don't do this. What should I say? What should I say now? What should I say? What should I say now? What should I say? And thank you, Iffy Success, for sharing me out. That's another one if y'all don't have. Iffy Success. Make sure you get over there and check that sister out. There is so many amazing people that come in this stream. And I'm going to tell you something else. The ones that come in this stream are genuinely nice people. They're genuinely nice people. I tend to surround myself with genuinely nice people. But just, you don't go, um, oh, oh, what should I say now? What should I say? What should I say? Don't do that. If you get to that point where you're struggling for the live stream and you're not able to carry it any further, hey, good evening, my beautiful big sis at host. Hi, Effie. Do y'all see that smile? That smile alone is so pleasant. Y'all gotta check this sister out. Check her out. And if you go to her channel, right? Y'all go to her channel, not if. Go to her channel. Her and her husband is playing this slap game. Y'all click on that. If you don't click on nothing else, I promise you, you're gonna laugh. They are so cute. Thank you for coming in, and thank you for sharing me out. You have to continue. And even when you're feeling intimidated by the live stream, right? You know how you can work through it? Just pretend that you got the biggest channel in the world and you got all these people looking at you. Even if you're the only one in that channel, you pretend that you got the whole audience all over looking at you. And you got to talk to these people. Good evening, everyone in the house. Blessings to you all. Amen. Yes, I know Iffy, you do a lot of, uploads and things of that nature. Are you comfortable with live streaming? And I talk about that because there's a lot of people that really do not feel comfortable live streaming. I have so many people say to me, Queen, what do I do? I tried it. It was just too much. I did 2 or 3 minutes and I didn't know what else to say, or I just didn't like it, or nobody came in. Nobody came into my live stream, so I left. I just took it down. But guess what? I don't care if nobody coming. I'm not taking mine down. Them watch hours. That's an hour of watch time. I'm not taking that thing down. You have to be crafty. And eventually someone will come in if you sit there long enough. And if they don't, still keep going. Hey, James. Hey, James Money. And if they don't come in, still keep going. You're not here to live stream to see how many people come in. Remember that. You're here to get your watch out. So if you got an hour's worth of live streaming, that's an hour's worth of live streaming. But then sometimes people are busy and they'll catch it on the playback. They'll come and say, well, okay, I will catch them later. I'll watch it later, or I'll let it run while I'm cooking. Some of my supporters said they put it on their TV, and while they're doing stuff, they're listening and letting it run. You can let it run. I do. Oh, okay. It's okay. That's why we're talking about it, because we're going to help some people not be so intimidated. You got to figure it out, right? And I don't know. When I first came to live stream, I don't know. I just sat down and I turned the camera on, and I didn't know all what to do, but I just started talking, right? And when I started talking, Mary Jane TV Creation came in. That's the channel that I came from. And I was like, oh, that's just, yeah. And then some other people that I kind of knew from being on other channels. And that's why it's good to fellowship with other channels. They came in and they was like, oh, it's the queen. And then little by little, people started coming in and they started surrounding me with love and helping me. And before I knew it, I had got through my first live stream. And I believe it was about 2 hours. And I was all over the place, but I had a good time. I had a good time. And then my family would come in and they would help me, right? And I have a huge family. But I knew that I had to do this on my own. And my family couldn't just sit here like I'm in kindergarten holding my hand every day. I had to get out here and stand up on my own and know how to handle myself in these YouTube streets, right? So I had to let them go on and do what they have to do and walk on out here by myself and stand up. And I know I'm talking to somebody who may not have a lot of supporters and they're trying to figure out how to get out and find their way. That's all you got to do is get out here. People will notice you if you sit there long enough. I have seen people, when I first met, what's her name? 12 Bells. 12 Bells. She used to go on her channel and just sit down. You hear me? And that's what I liked about 12 Bells. 12 Bells didn't care if nobody wasn't on her channel. She was sitting in McDonald's eating. I know she see that she go crack up, right? That's how I met her. She was, and that's what that woman always in there by herself. She would never have nobody on her, live stream. And I went in there and I introduced myself. And honey, me and 12 Bells got to talking. She had me cracking up. And as she kept talking, people got to see she's funny. She has a cute little personality about herself. And before you knew anything, 12 Bells was in these streets mixing and mingling and meeting people and making a name for herself. So it's different ways to make a name of yourself. One good supporter can put you on the map. One good supporter. There's times I was sitting in here and even Cubs dinner come in, hey auntie, or Blue Jeans, hey auntie, anybody. Next thing you know, other people coming in or they're sharing you out. Just by sharing you out, somebody may say, oh, okay, that's my friend. She's sharing her out. I don't know her, but let me see what she's about. She's supporting her. Now you got someone else that's viewing it. But yes, y'all know how it is when you go into a live stream and you don't know nobody in there. Sometimes people don't talk to you, or you live streaming and nobody come in and you like, well, dang, what happened? You think something wrong? Is something wrong? Is everything on? Let me see. I can't never see, right? Got any friends? Do I got any friends? Do I really have any friends? Y'all know what I'm talking about. When you're live streaming and you don't see nobody, and you're like, I guess I don't got any friends. But it's not that you don't have any friends. Sometimes people are really busy and they just don't have time to be in your live stream. And they love you and they'll watch it on the playback. If some of you notice your numbers go up on the playback because people are working, they have a husband, they have a wife. Sometimes they got to get out the door. They don't have time to be sitting on the live stream. We all are women that have things going on. And you don't want to just grow up here. You want to grow on your real life. And I always say this, separate your online life and your offline life. Make sure that your offline life has more productivity than your online life. Because your online life is going to be what back you up when you need that extra little push or you're struggling and you're going through things. Your offline life is what you're going to have to fall back on. So don't start neglecting and forgetting your offline life, because there may be times when you're struggling online and you may have to go offline, and so there should be a rotation of making sure that your offline lifestyle and support is just as strong, if not stronger, than your online support. And if you're married and you have a spouse, you have to make sure that you're taking care of your spouse also. Because sometimes we can, as creators, get so involved in supporting online that we forget to support offline. And I know for myself in my personal life, I try to find time for my mate to say, well, okay, by this time I'm going to get off of here and I'm going to put my cell phone down so that we can go eat or we can go to the park or we can do something. And even with my daughter and my granddaughter, sometimes I like to take out time and get off of the live stream and upload and supporting people and go and do something to, be a family, because I am a family woman. So remember to still live a life. Don't just get stuck here. And all you can do all day is be on YouTube or Facebook or social media in some form. You cannot get off of the internet because it can become addictive. And there has to be a balance offline. So don't forget that, guys. Hey, guys, you all have went and helped me make a whole hour that started as a shout out stream. And I decided to just push it into the hour. So this is an example of how you can take something simple and turn it into a whole entire live stream for a whole entire hour and get a whole hour of watch time. And when people come in and watch it, that's going to help you too. At Sweetie Pie, I like your name. How beautiful. But you see, I did that to be an example to show people that you don't have to have a whole entire stream of people to carry your live stream. If you come in and there's no one sitting in there but you, carry your live stream. Do not be intimidated. Just that fast, I carried the whole entire hour live stream, and I didn't have a topic. I just freestyled. Whatever came to me, I did it. I didn't write anything down. I just said, you know what, just get in there and just talk. So you can do it. You can do it. Don't be intimidated, because the people that come in will help you. And even if no one comes in, you're live streaming for a reason, because you have such a broad personality. And I know if he's success, you can definitely live stream. I don't even think you realize how funny you are. You are funny, girl. You're funny. I'll be looking at some of your stuff and I'll be cracking up. I said, she's funny and she's cute and she has a daughter and her daughter is funny too. And I don't know, maybe I love funny because I love to laugh. That's the one thing you'll learn about me. I love to laugh. And some of you are funny. I be looking at y'all material and uploads, and I feel like they are just super cool. And you also have a great personality, even when you were cutting up your fruit and talking about kiwi and watermelon and things of that nature, you actually kept me engaged. You kept me engaged. And that's the key thing in live streaming. Can you keep your crowd engaged? Can you make them say, okay, I hear her, I understand what she's saying. And even if they're not engaged for a whole hour, even if it's for 15 or 20 minutes and then they move on and go support someone else, that is okay. They came in, right? They stopped a second, right? And they moved on, right? That is what networking is. Now you're starting to understand the business. Networking don't mean that they're going to sit in your live stream the whole entire hour. They may not. They support you for a little while, and then they move on and they support someone else. So if you notice someone leaving, don't take it personal. They may have a whole lot of people they're supporting, and they're moving on somewhere else to support someone else. So someone else may come in and support you as they're moving on somewhere else. And it's like a rotation of people that's coming in and out. Don't be intimidated. Keep going. And if sometimes that number that they're showing isn't accurate, and it may say 0, and you may see people talking to you in the stream, so you know people are in your stream. But sometimes you may see a number and nobody is talking to you. They just on the porch looking at you. And then you have to know how to entertain them too. And you see that number and you don't see nobody in the stream, and you just kick back and start talking even more because you know somebody's watching. And before you know it, you'll be a natural. You won't be intimidated, I promise you. You will sit right there and live stream, and you will forget you're on the camera. That's another thing. The more you do it, the camera don't become a part that you realize that I'm talking to this camera. I'm in a place now, sometimes I don't even pay attention to that camera. I'll be over here doing this. I'm, I'm drinking water. I'm just doing I just got a piece of gum. That's how comfortable I have become. I don't feel like, okay, what I'm going to say now? Girl, let me tell you, it's just like talking to my family and my friends and the people that I love and care about. So don't let it intimidate you. Get out there and do what you have to do to get to that next level. And you can do it. I challenge you to do a private live stream of yourself and just watch it and see how you make out. And yes, it can be a little different when you're doing a public stream and a private stream because you can delete the private one. And even though you can delete the public one, somebody might have already seen you out there, right? So if you need to practice, actually practice first. And then when you start your first stream, invite some friends and family to, assist you so that if you are kind of falling apart at the seams, they can kind of hold you up and push you through. Because I do that for people. If I notice they're having a hard time struggling with the stream, I'll start asking them questions. I'll become more engaged to keep them going. And then usually when you start asking them questions and doing things, they'll be able to say, okay, and they'll start answering you, and you kind of help and push them through the stream. And they'll get there. But guys, I have to go. And I had an amazing time as usual right here with you all, talking about pretty much nothing but still having a good time. And that's what it's all about, right? So I want to thank you all for coming in. And I want to thank you all for your support. And I want to thank you all for just being a part of this village. To Sweetie Pie Raj, thank you for coming in. To Billy Rank at AOL.com, thank you for coming in. To Cook with Muna, thank you for coming in. Queen Bella Joy, thank you for coming in. CCTV Shelly's channel, thank you for coming in. James Money, 615. Thank you for coming in. Iffy Success, thank you for coming in. Thank each and every one of you for coming in. And thank you all for sharing me out. And to all of you that got a shout out, shout out, shout out, shout out. I love you all. God bless you and have an amazing day.